One of the most storied venues in college football, Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. On the run, it's Mobley. Makes it past the marker. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today is about as big as it gets.
Motion from the wide receiver. Return. Go! Carr from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it fourth and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a fourth down conversion.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again, or are you going to force them to pass the football?
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Calls his own number. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, going to the air. At midfield, he's got room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown will throw it. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Direct snap. It's Washington. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but once again, this offense moves the chains on fourth down to keep the drive alive.
And I tell you what, it makes it really hard defensively when you have to play 4 downs every time. Like, your goal is to get the fourth down so you can get off the field. When they go for it on fourth down and having so much success, now the play count's starting to roll up there. It's so hard to stop offenses that continue to go for it on fourth down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just...
And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I always have flashbacks when I watch games like this, thinking of myself as a young kid growing up in the Nepean, Ontario in weather like this. And there was nothing we could do. You just had gloves or mittens. That's all we could afford. We didn't have heat lamps. We didn't have heat blowers. We didn't have these muffs or special blankets. I mean, players today have it so much easier, but still, I can tell you, not easy to hold on to the football in these conditions.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. On the ground, it's Mobley. Got enough for the first. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to ride this running back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback may change this route. Carr. Moving out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bold. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to it. There's a crease, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing, Carr. Under fire. Makes a deep grab. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Got a man, it's Gilbert. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Here's Carr to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He wants to change this route. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Man, this guy's like tackling a tree stump, man. He's just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Running right, Bryson Washington. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Brown wants to pass. Intercepted, number 19. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he added the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play action, C.J. Carr. Trying to beat the DD. He's got it on the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That last big play has them in business. Just outside the red zone, it's 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mobley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Auburn calls its 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Carr. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Fighting Irish call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Cobb. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back has it. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Now the Tigers will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. That is no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with Arkansas State taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. And it's the Red Wolves looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started.
As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Mid-American Conference.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Nowhere to go, and he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 in there, basically right back where they started.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these 2 quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. The run inside. It's Mobley. Turns it on at midfield. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Sweep.
Throwing, Carr makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Running inside. It's Mobley. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Moving out to the right. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to Washington. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Got a little grass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Washington again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Fights off a defender. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The running back has it. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The play action fake. Makes the grab in their space. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. With the run on first and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. DB's right up on the receivers. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They feed him again. Touchdown, Auburn! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. His huge game continues. Third time he's gotten pay dirt in this one, and numbers 11, 12, and 13 on the season. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Young. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabs it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You're trying to go to the slant. It's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage. Nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, third and long coming. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Good timing on the quick out.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Nothing doing on that play, and the clock will stop for the 2-minute timeout. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. From the gun on third down, Carr fires to the wideout. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Carr to throw for it on fourth. He spins that thing down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Oh, better look out. There he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
In the red area, it's Cobb. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a give to Washington. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And now they'll be able to stop the clock just one more time. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Carr. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.